you go on your journey in life, I hope, and this is my talk and reflection to myself as well, that you do it in your most highest truth. Um, it is really honoring and something that Creator truly loves when you are able to be honest to yourself and walk in your divine light. That is something that can at times be a little fearful. You're like, what? I need to do what? It may sometimes be a little convicting too. And I did not say condemning, I said convicting. Because as you do it, the first step is acknowledgement. Like, hey, I want to do something different. And then that next part is, okay, so how do I do it? So then you ask for the wisdom. When you ask for the wisdom, be prepared to get all the pieces that you need on your journey. Now, that is kind, love, it's honest, it's truthful. Sometimes it may be hurtful. But the coolest part about this whole piece is you are going to come on the other side of this and just feel your absolute best. So, where am I at right now? I have dropped my teaching job that I've been doing for 5 years in the same district, and I have rolled into a destiny calling that I don't know all the pieces to, but I do know some parts and steps because I've been preparing. So that's that piece where prior preparation prevents poor performance. The pieces that I know on this journey has been a little different is the acknowledgement of some of my lacks, and part of it was not trusting myself, so not going with my intuition fully, and that can be from hurts of the past. That can as well be from being a little fearful of like, oh my goodness, what if you do your absolute best? That is something that you need to be aware of. What if you do that? The next part is the acknowledgement that I may not do all the things that I thought I needed, because those were probably just warnings and they were not true divine alignment. So that has been a part that is a removal process, because one thing I learned all over and over again is in the Bible it says, don't gain the whole world and lose your soul. So there's also another scripture that says, don't be conformed by this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So your world, where are you right now? Where do you see on your everyday? Don't gain that whole part and then lose the soul portion and aspect. So you could be maybe not comfortable with those around you, or you may be too comfortable with those around you and you're not opening your limits beyond just that one space. You could be trying to discover and search for everything when you could have searched within. The truest part and piece to all of this is the fact that as you go on this journey, you are guided by Holy Spirit. That's really my main piece that I've been learning, and learning how to let go of things. That is a part of my journey and experience, and I'm noticing I may not be the best at it. Like I thought I was. I am on certain aspects, but then other aspects I'm not. So let's dive in. So intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Intelligence is not the space and place where you're like, oh, you got all A's in your report card, or oh, you got this and that. Like, that could be a piece of it, but are you willing to morph and flip with the energy that you're given at that moment? Are you flowing and bringing new dynamics to your life that is going to elevate you higher than where you're at? That's a part that I truly love and adore about me. But one piece that you may notice for even yourself is, well, I've been here, so what am I gonna do if I'm in a new spot? So I'm a traveler. I've always had to travel, meet new things, be new places, and that's just a part of the walk that Creator brought into my life. I've had to be an acceptance to that, and sometimes it's hard. I've always wanted to have a home. And that's hilarious. Why am I laughing at that? That's not funny. It's good to have a home. but I'm really starting to learn more and more. There's that quote, bloom where you are planted. That's one. And home is where the heart is. So where is your home? Like, is your home nomading? Is your home in a certain city? Is your home in multiple places? It's a different answer for each different person. The coolest part about all of that is when you bloom where you're planted, you start finding nits and crannies in life that it starts to flow together. So as you do this walk and you see the different parts and aspects in your life that are coming together, you start also noticing things maybe crumbling apart. So one thing I want you to notice is your wellness, the wellness dimension. What are the pieces in your life, social, emotional, financial, spiritual, physical, educational, occupational, and last but not least, spiritual? What are the different aspects of you that's making you a whole being and person? Some of the pieces may be removing, like I said, but as you notice too, as you're stepping into your new spot, you start seeing other pieces come together too. It is a process, and it's also something where you may grieve in that process. You may have lost things that you thought were truly going to be there for longer than you expected, or you thought you were going to go on a different route and path, and things got transferred over. The coolest part about all of this is life. Constant in life, the only constant in life is change. And the only part that is consistent in that process is Creator. That's been a true acknowledgement and journey that I've been learning to experience, and I'm being okay with it more and more. It's definitely a journey, but my journey is here to serve with others on their journey too. And that's probably why a lot of the things that I've experienced may have happened, so I could be, able to talk to others about these different pieces. There's been different areas I cover, like to make sure to shift stagnant energy out of my body. There's been different parts of meditation. I've been learning energy stuff. I learned science, social studies, all of that. But the one thing that's constant in all of that is Creator. He tidbits into each piece, and it's so beautiful. And that is a part of my journey that I truly honor, and I learn every day to build my relationship even closer, because that's the only thing that's going to truly service me on my highest good in this journey. There may be parts and lessons. You may have had to lose people. You may have had to lose things that you love, like animals or jobs. But one thing you can always go back to is your word and see, what am I missing out in life that I did not actually speak to in this part? I may have been upset, maybe have been angry, maybe a little hurt, a little disappointment, trying to figure out why. It's really serious, actually, and it's something that you should never just keep swallowing and moving forward. Let me tell you that. I've been learning so hard, I feel like, in certain parts, because of not allowing myself to feel it and keep on. Like, my feelings are important, my emotions are energy and motion. It's really great, but when you ingest it and you keep it inside, like a lot of people do to get by, it one day will express. I've expressed through breakouts of my skin at times. I've expressed out through hurts, just outbursts of crying eventually in one spot. Like, yeah, I was tough at one point, but now I'm starting to learn how to just go with the flow and embrace it and feel. But in that process too, I've been learning how to build up as well, and that's the coolest part, because that's the restoration piece of Creator. He said that we can rebirth, become new, and in that process too, I've been able to become a teacher that is global, and as well a natural hairstylist, so I can do different cycles. What are you doing to do your different pieces that you had to grieve and then also let go, but then also love? There's that plane. That's a plane. Whew. is telling us to catch flights, not feelings. I'm just playing. No, it's not. I'm just playing with y'all. No, for real. Sometimes you maybe need a break, so you don't nervous break. And sometimes those breaks, you can't get all the way away, like you can't go all the way back. But your break may be removing that job that doesn't service your life because it gives you so much trauma. It may be letting go of people and shifting your number to something nobody knows except those you gave it to. Sometimes that also means just being super kind and loving to your inner child, because that is something that's been there the whole time. It's seen everything. That and Creator, the only ones that been with you your whole part. Did you love on her and him lately? Like, have you really been doing that to your best of your abilities? Or have you been doing only big pieces and tidbits? Your creative outlet, your imagination, your peace, that is truly going to be the thing that's going to get you through all the different facets. Because when you're going and experiencing those pain parts, you may also notice that you have so much you want to say. Maybe you don't have the words to speak it, but you got the words to act it, you got the way to dance it, you got the way to draw it, you got the way to transmute that power and pain. That is truly important. And as you notice, you'll start seeing a new cycle in birth. I like to judge that by hair care. So hair has always been something super essential in my life, because I always look and like, girl, what was you going through? Why is it feeling like I always like to see and honor that piece of myself. What do you like to honor in yourself? I'm learning how to do skincare as well lately, but I'm not a G at it. But guess what? That means that you get to learn and journey. As you start going on that process, you start learning other bits and pieces of yourself that you're like, I may like that actually. I want to do some more of these pieces and parts. Yep. It's really cool. It's transforming, and it's also something that is beautiful because you become your best masterpiece. Creator said he is the potter and we are his clay, and so he gets to transform us every single day when we allow him to. That is my favorite part, because I get to be a kid again. I don't have to be teacher. I don't have to be niece, daughter, dog mama, plant mama. Those are pieces of me, or sister, cousin, whoever, auntie. I am that. Those are different roles in my life, but my whole entire being is to be an image of Christ. So as I do that part and piece of me, I start transforming into my most beautiful aspect, because first, the main part and piece is forgiving yourself, and then that second is making sure to forgive others. And it's honestly a combination of both, to be honest. But when you forgive you, you forgive them. And it says, do unto your neighbor. No, it says, treat others how you want to be treated. That's the number one rule. I want to be treated correct. Like, I am special. Are you special? I know you're special, because you wouldn't be listening if you weren't. But when you do that, you are truly acknowledging your best self, and you are amazing. I know you are. You are cool. You got those unique quirks. I know you do. I'm different. I'm weird, okay? I'm weird, but that's not bad. Being weird is cool too. Or maybe say different or unique. Maybe that's a better word to say instead of saying weird. I don't care at this point what it means. But what I do know is, as you start doing these pieces, you unlock a beautiful being in yourself. And that, my friend, gets to pour into others around you, and you become the highest form of your expression of love, because love is the highest frequency, and that is what the story of God is love. And it may be crazy, it may be wild, it may be a lot going on, but the coolest part about it is it's radical. It's a radical feeling. And so I applaud you on your journey as you do these things, because this is not for the faint heart. That's why a lot of people try to move on and do other facades and different expressions. They like to judge. Maybe you were judging, maybe I was judging, maybe it was both. Who knows? Who cares? At this point, are you just being forgiven and starting new? That's what your rebirth part is. And honor yourself and walk in your truth. Like, yes, there are different parts of you that maybe need to be addressed, and it's okay. It is truly an honor to go on your walk and be your best, highest self. And as you do it, it's so freeing and authentic that nothing can penetrate your aura field. Yes, we all have auras around us. That means this has an aura, my little fanny pack, my key got an aura. That's why I don't like people touching my car, you know, like little stuff like that. You know, like your computer has an aura. Everything has an aura to it. You, my friend, when you start embracing you, can't nobody do your feel. Nobody can do your feel but God. He will correct and send the wise counsel to you, and it'll be like, nah, no thank you, no ma'am. Or you may just look right past and not even notice at that point, because that's the best part. Every day starts becoming a walk in beauty of joy, light, and love. And trust me, your hair is going to be thriving and thanking you. Your skin going to be like, yes, ma'am. And if you are starting to see like little different expressions and illnesses, there's a book, You Can Heal Your Life, Louise Hay. I have that book. That book is amazing. And you can Google spiritual meanings behind certain things. You will start seeing why certain illnesses are paying out in your body. You may start noticing and acknowledging your emotions, because your energy in motion. Do not forget this part, because I'm always bringing my science teacher part. Energy is not created or destroyed, it's only transferred or transformed. Energy is not created or destroyed, it's only transferred or transformed. So with that being said, what are you transforming that hurt and pain into? Make it a beautiful story, a love story for yourself, and then one that you can express love to others. And with that being said, I am Tree from Tree Essentials, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon. So have a great rest of your day.